Look at this. It's 2 more minutes till noon and I have a fancy setup today. It's so cool. Hopefully you can see me. I have the camera turned around so I can't see myself, which is actually kind of nice because I'm not fixing my hair and doing all that stuff. But I'm so excited about what we're talking about today. So I'm just going to check one more thing to make sure everything's good. I can't see who's coming on or anything because I have the camera the other way so that this is not reversed. But what we're talking about today is going to completely rock your world. So hang on for just a second. All right, everything looks good. We'll see who's joining. I won't be able to see who's joining because I have this great new setup. I'm so excited about this. I'm not going to do this every single time, but when I'm doing stuff where you need to see the writing, obviously this works better. So I'm so glad that you are joining me today. Like I said, I have no idea who's joining us because my camera's turned around so that you guys can see things not in reverse so properly. Because what we're talking about today is going to be a tool to take that one word. You know how I think it was 2-3 weeks ago we talked about, actually I've probably talked about it over the last couple weeks several times, but we talked about getting one word for the new year that defines you and having that really be the impetus for your entire year. You know, lots of people come up with like resolutions and all of those kinds of things. If you want to search the video in my results feed, just search one word, you'll come up with that video. It's tagged that way so that if you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, you can come up with your one word and it will coach you kind of through that. So at the beginning of the year, I decided actually at the end of last year that my word was going to be focus. And focus is really what I need. I have lost 85 pounds. I actually lost it probably most of it in the first year. The second year that I've been on my nutrition program, I've really been not struggling because I've been maintaining, I feel better, all of that stuff, but I am not where I want to be. I want to get under 200 pounds. And so I decided my word was going to be focused for the year. But then last week I had this like bam moment where, and I talked to this, a friend of mine who, I don't know if you're on right now, but a friend of mine who watches these videos, Laura, her word's fearless. And she said, like, when she got that word, it just went clunk. And I knew focus was the word, but I hadn't felt the clunk yet. So last week I was watching a video from somebody else, motivational speaker who's awesome, David Goggins. If you're in the VIP, Results VIP group, I posted it in there. It's really awesome. If you're not part of that group, just let me know, send me a personal message or put below, add me into the VIP group. I will do that. It's free. But you get extra content after these videos are done and other things throughout the week. So it's a great place to be if you want to be part of that private group. Anyway, I'm watching this video and he said, in order to produce the results that you want to produce in your life, you have to become obsessed. And guess what happened? Clunk. So I changed my word. My word this year is obsessed. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to take that word and create a plan. You can do it on paper. You don't have to do it on a whiteboard. I'm just doing this to show you. But for me, what I got really clear about is that question that I posted in the title of this video is, isn't it time to end our love affair with our potential? Like I am successful in every area of my life, but weight is my anchor. I talk about this all the time. You guys have anchors too. It may not be weight. It might be your attitude. It might be positivity, that you're not positive. It might be your career, that you can't figure out what you want out of life. Everyone has an anchor, which is an area in their life which kind of pulls down the happiness quotient. And it's an area of your life where you're technically out of integrity. So you're not living consistent with who you know yourself to be. And I have so much potential around losing weight. And I've lost 85 pounds and that's great. But let's move on from that because what I want to lose is another 100 pounds. So I'm at the precipice of this huge breakthrough in my life. And what I need to be is obsessed. And so what I got is, I have been living in this comfort zone with regards to my weight loss goals. And I'm sure lots of you have been living in a comfort zone around your goals. Like maybe you've reached them part way, and then you're like, well, I have all this potential. Potential is bullshit. Pardon my French, but it's time that we end our love affair with our potential. Potential is nothing. It's like a good idea where there's no follow through. Potential is bullshit. It's great that you have ideas and you have dreams and you have all that stuff, but if all it is potential, it disappears. You don't make it real in your life. So I am all about this year becoming obsessed with health and vitality and crushing my goal to get under 200 pounds this year. So what's yours? So when you look at that, if what we're going to do is end our love affair with our potential, what is it that you need to take on this year? What's your one word? If you don't know what it is, go back and search that video so you can get to that. Mine is obsessed. So what I'm going to show you is how you make a plan. Now, I'll post this in the feed below so you can see it better because, again, I don't really know how well you can see this, but here's what you do. In order to end your love affair with your potential, you have to get very, very clear about what daily activities are going to give you being obsessed in your life. Because this word needs to be a being word. Like, what do I need to be? Fearless. I need to be obsessed. I need to be focused. I need to be kind. I need to be loving. I need to be grateful. I need to be organized. Whatever it is, it's a being word. So your word goes here. Mine's obsessed. Then what you're going to do is you're going to choose a value or a focus area. Now, what does that look like? So is it that, like with gratitude, for instance, let's say that, actually, let's take fearless, because probably Laura's on right now, and if she's not, I know she'll watch this. Let's take fearless. So fearless is your word. So what's the value or focus area? What are the areas, and I don't know this, I haven't had this conversation with Laura, but if you take on fearless, where is it you need to be fearless in your life? Is it be fearless in relationships? Is it something like, for me, it's putting me first. And when I say me, I don't mean like me in a selfish way. That's why you'll see that it has these brackets around it. It's like putting me, like what I stand for, my business, my commitment to building heroes in life, my commitment to pouring into others. It's putting that like me part first. It's not just like, well, I want to go do this, so screw everyone else and I'm going to do that. It's really about putting me first, and my health and vitality is the foundation for all the things that I stand for in my life and all the results that I want to produce and all of the contributions I want to make. So that's what that is. So it's a value, it's a focus area. So if your word is fearless, an example would be being out there in relationships. Maybe you notice the reason your word is fearless is because you notice that you stop and you don't do things that scare you. So maybe it's being adventurous, taking on more things in your life. But you want to pick a value or a focus area where that's the most important. To me, being obsessed, health and vitality is the source of everything that I do in my life. So that's why that's for me. Okay? So then value focus area. So then the next thing is specific measurable goals. Mine, under 200 pounds by 12/31/18. Hip surgery by 6/15/18. ICE exec this year, so that's a business goal. Online results, courses income, and I have a certain level of that. So that's also my goal. So those are the 4 goals. 4 is kind of a lot. I typically like for people to stick around to maybe 3, because 3 is a little bit easier to manage, but these 2 are kind of connected. So I'm just doing 4. So if you have more than that, it's okay, but 3 is better because it keeps you focused. So for this, going back again to the word fearless, if your word is fearless, just as an example, your goals might be to take on the areas where you need improvement. So let's say it's my relationship with my kids, to be fearless in that. Maybe it's have more adventures. So go on 3 vacations this year. Maybe it's change jobs, whatever that would be. Then down here is the routines that it's going to take to get you there. So that's the last part. That's the how do I be obsessed every day of my life in 2018? What are the actual things that I'm going to be doing? Mine, track every day. So every single thing that I eat goes in my FitnessPal. Whether it's beer and wings or something like that, whether I screw up, whether it's perfect, whether it's not perfect, track every single day. Every single thing that goes into my mouth gets tracked. And I'm kicking ass on that right now. 7 to 10,000 steps, 5 out of 7 days. So that's a weekly goal. That's a weekly routine. Now, the reason I have that is because some days I'm leading courses or I'm doing a lot of phone calls and I can't necessarily get 5 to 10,000 steps in. So right now I'm starting at 5 out of 7 days. Next, mindset right. Holy crap, this is so important. And we're going to be talking about, I got to find my marker. We're going to be talking about this one more in the next few weeks, especially in that results VIP group, because I have some great tools for you to get your mindset right. Because if your mindset isn't right, then you're going to immediately be like, well, I don't need to be obsessed today because there's a margarita party and I'm going to drink margaritas instead of being obsessed with health and vitality. Because right now, margaritas don't fit into my obsession. So, getting your mindset right. So, meditate every day. 3 inspirational videos a week. And listen to music every day. Oh my gosh, for me, I don't know if you are like me, but music is so powerful. And I know that if I listen to, I have a couple different playlists. One for when I'm walking. One that's like morning music that gets me excited, that kind of thing, you know, and like gets me motivated, that kind of thing. I need to create a list that is like a playlist on Spotify that is like get out of a funk music. That's what I need to do. So I'm going to do that today. But I need to listen to music every day because it really feeds my soul and it sets my mindset right so that I'm not, you know, getting stuck. And music helps me get unstuck. So that for me that's one of those. Then over here, share the power. Share the power of my nutritional program. This is really important to me. I have 2 parts of my business. I have coaching and I have this health and wellness nutrition program. And it is so powerful. Literally, it is changing people's lives. It's changed my life. It's changed my family's life. And I have some specific goals around that 3x3 every day, which we don't need to go to that. Build heroes. I have a team of amazing people. And my goal is to build heroes and help them build their teams because this is a huge, huge part of my business. And then submit to Caesar. Caesar, are you so excited you made my board? Caesar is my coach for my online courses. And doctors are the worst patients, just like coaches are the worst coachees. I have a hard time submitting to Caesar. We have weekly calls. Sometimes I get done what I need to get done. Right before this, he just texted me and said, how is the uploading going? You know, everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs a coach. Because if you don't have a coach, you're not being held accountable. So I have a routine set up weekly with Caesar. I have a list of stuff, and I am committed to submitting to him and following through because he is the guru for this area of my life. So that's what it looks like. So your word, turn it into your value focus area. Turn it into specific measurable goals. That means what by when. Routines to get you there. What does it look like in your everyday life? What are the things that you need to do here that are going to have you being your one word in your life every single day? So, isn't it time that we end our love affair with our potential? Because really, potential is just a word. What it means is, I have these great dreams. I have these great talents. I have this great ability that if I made it real in the world, it could change the course of my life, my family's life, and everyone around me. But I'm too freaking lazy to get it done. That's what potential is. So, this week, your homework assignment, figure out your one word, map it out, all 4 levels, and end your love affair with your potential. All right? make it an amazing week. Thanks so much for joining me. And I am so excited about the things that I am kind of creating, the programs I'm turning into, these online courses and some other things. And I'm beta testing all of that in my VIP results group. So if you aren't a part of that Facebook group yet, please drop and add me down below. Send me a private message. I'll post a link. You can click on it and then I'll add you. But it's great. There's extra content. There's templates for doing some of this work. And there's just a lot of extra stuff that you're going to be getting in that group. So I'd love to have you be part of it. And again, make it an amazing week, guys.